Hi everyone, my name is Liz Peterson. This is my first video and I wanted to share my story. It was something that happened to me 6 years ago. We had a house fire, and you would think that would be the basis of my story. But really, 6 years ago, before the fire, is where my story really begins. That was my life-changing moment. So it was a week before the fire, 6 years ago, and I was sitting out on the deck in the sunshine, and all of a sudden I had this overwhelming feeling that something terrible was going to happen. And like any parent with children, you sit up, the first thing you do is say, please, not my children. And I went in and I shared it with my then husband and forgot about it, hoped for the best, and just kind of blew it off and just set it aside. And a week later, it was the day before school was starting, and I was going around the house. The kids were playing outside. I was cleaning up dishes, laundry, the usual, and I started getting these ideas. All of a sudden, it pops into my head, back up your computer. So I back up my computer, and when it's done, I grab the hard drive, and I walk into the kitchen to throw it into the drawer, and all of a sudden, another idea pops into my head to put it in the back bedroom or put it in a drawer in the back of the house. And I didn't listen. I totally scooted it out of my mind and tossed the hard drive into the drawer in the kitchen. Now, this continued to happen all day. Little things would pop into my head. Some of the things I did, some of the things I blew off. Another major thing, I'm walking through the house and I get the idea to go to the closet and in the upstairs hallway and move things downstairs. Now I go to the hallway closet and I open up the doors and I look at everything in the closet, and I just step back and I look, think to myself, why do I want to move this stuff downstairs? So I didn't. And I went about my day, doing laundry, going downstairs. And so go to sleep. And the next morning, my husband wakes me up on his way out the door. I get up, I walk down the hallway, grab the older children's dishes off the table, walk into the kitchen, tell the younger ones to start getting ready for school. And as I'm standing at the sink, I see a flash in the window, and there's a fire that I can see right inside the doorway. There's of the window in the garage. So I yell for the kids and call 911, and we rush out of the house. So the fire devastated most of the house. The upstairs to the bedrooms, and water damage downstairs. And after everything settled and I really had time to think about the fire after, being devastated and losing so much, I started to think about what happened before the fire. Because the living room was completely gone, the kitchen was completely gone, the hallway was completely gone, and everything in it. And it really made me think about everything that was popping into my head before the fire. And I know now that I was being guided to save things from the fire. If I had put that hard drive back in the bedroom in the drawer instead of in the kitchen drawer, I would have had all of my youngest baby pictures and memories and a backup to our laptop. If I had moved all of my memories out of the closet, all of the special blankets that I had the idea to move down into downstairs storage, I still would have those things today. So what I learned from the fire was to trust my intuition. Not that happened right away. I'm still working on that. But to really pay attention to what pops into my mind and to know that I'm being guided in some way and to follow that guidance, that it's there to help me in situations that I don't even know are happening yet, or situations that are about to happen, or things that are happening into my life, to pay attention to those things that pop into my head, that guidance that I get, that can guide me in one direction or another and really help me in my life. And that's what I have started to do. every time I get an idea, I follow it. A friend of mine calls it following threads. I call it following my guidance. So I feel connected more than ever now, especially since the fire. And I want to say, it didn't come right away. I didn't start trusting it right away. It's been years since the fire that I'm really trying to trust myself. And even recently in a situation when I knew things were going on, I was still looking for validation and proof. So it is still a work in progress. But I am learning to trust it, and I want to share my story because I think that everyone should trust those gut instincts and those things that pop in your head to follow your guidance, that they can really lead you to good things, can really help you in your life. And I'm hoping that this story helps some people. Maybe you have the same experiences and you can follow this guidance as well. So blessings and take care, and thank you for listening to my story. Bye.